What's up, everybody? This is Derek from Manning Up, Men Building Men. We have our first lady guest on, the iconic Latrecia Lofton Russell.
Hey. How are you? You hear my dog in the background. He's excited too. He's excited.
Yeah, we on here. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I am wonderful. I thought I'd bring
my friend from the borough. That's thorough.
If you guys don't know, the borough is Goldsboro, North Carolina, where I have a lot of people on here interviewing, but this time it's the lady of the house. We are doing a female because people told me, I'm not going to tell you who. Oh, which way did I put it? She was like, Derek, women have opinions too. Okay, let's see what they are. Everybody, we are coming to you live on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Lou, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you're from Goldsboro. Let's go back to like the first grade when we was in kindergarten. And y'all didn't believe me until I brought the picture to school.
Listen, I don't remember. You said that we were in the same class.
Yeah. I brought that picture to school. Y'all was like, oh.
Okay. Was my cousin Yuri Barnes also in that class?
Me and Yuri was friends all the way up to 6th grade until I left.
Okay.
Oh, I shouldn't say 6th grade. I say 2nd grade, and then I left to go to Alaska.
Okay. I do remember.
Yep.
But you had to
Felicia Sway.
remind me of that. I was kind of like, what? Yes, my cousin.
Like, we don't know you. We don't know you. I was like, yeah, I left, but I came back.
Oh, wow. I don't remember you leaving. It's like you always been there.
Yeah. I just left for 4 years, then I came back, and then of course you guys went to Easter Wayne Junior High.
You were at
we didn't have middle
Greenwood.
school back then, and I went to Greenwood.
Okay.
Yep. So let's go to junior high, right? We were rivals in junior high, and I hated Easter Wayne Junior High with everything in my being because we couldn't beat y'all in my ninth grade year. So tell me,
you were always around.
I was always around, yeah. So tell me from 9th grade on. Let's go from 9th grade on because people want to go, tell us about Latrecia from 9th grade on. Tell us what happened, anything exciting, anything new, parents, grandparents, all that kind of good stuff.
What? From 9th grade? Oh my goodness.
Let's dig into it. We got time.
Well, I don't know if you knew this, but my mom died when I was 13. She died when I was 13. Yes, 13. So I'm thinking, I used to stay with her, like even prior to my mom passing away in Ravenwood.
Okay.
Because I actually lived in Tiffany Gardens. Do you know where Sedaria Lewis lived?
Yeah.
That used to be my house.
Oh.
They purchased, her parents purchased that house from my parents.
Okay.
And
see, I ain't know any of this. Now we're getting real good, see?
Yeah. And after that happened, I decided to just live with my grandparents in Ravenwood. Because if I didn't make that decision, my dad wanted us to move to Washington, D.C. And I wasn't trying to do that.
And you wouldn't have met any of us. You'd have went to D.C. You'd have missed all of this if you'd have moved to D.C.
Yes. So I lived with my grandma and my granddad, and I was so spoiled. I don't know if you knew that, but I was very spoiled.
Folks, just to let you know, she was extremely spoiled.
My grandma used to take me shopping every Friday.
Did you ever wear the same thing? I'm just saying. Did you ever wear the same thing?
No.
Same hairstyle or any of that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just want to let all my fans know that this was in 9th grade. This was in the 80s. And she was already spoiled. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
I feel like I had a really good life. I lived with my grandparents. I was a good student.
Yeah.
All through high school. I did participate in a few activities. I
You a warriorette
did.
or something? Or
I wasn't a warriorette. I was a majorette.
Majorette.
Twirl the baton.
Okay. Yeah.
I did that when I was in band, and I really loved my musical director, my band director, Angelo Holman.
Yes.
You remember him?
I do remember him.
Crushed me when he died.
Right. The great thing about Angelo Holman was he was sort of like my sister's godparent, because him and my mom were super close.
Wow. You didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. You know, St. Mark's Church, and he always played in the organ at St. Mark's Church, and boy, we used to catch it sitting up there in the balcony being bad, and he looked above his glasses.
Oh, he used to look at me like that all the time. He had a pet name for him. He called me Squeak. So every time I would mess up, I remember, I have to tell you this story. We were marching downtown.
Right.
I don't know what event it was, but you know, we always participated in all the parades.
Oh, yeah.
And I went to throw my baton up, and I threw my baton at the back of the band. And he was like, Squeak! He called my name so loud. He was like, you know, that was you. I'm gonna get you. Everybody started laughing at me. I was so embarrassed.
Oh, man. He would get
my
you
gosh.
anytime.
He was the greatest, though.
Oh, yeah. He was awesome. He was like, do I need to call your mom? No. Absolutely. Even though I know you're going to talk to her tonight anyway, because you're always on the telephone, you don't need to tell her anything about what I did today.
I miss him so much. Like, he really took his time with me to make sure that some of the behaviors that he would see that I would participate in, like some of the things that I was getting involved in, he actually pulled me aside and was like, no. You are better than this. I don't ever want to see you do whatever. I'm not going to get into the details, but he really took time with me. And as a result of that, I had early release in my senior year.
Yeah.
But I stayed just to practice with him.
Yeah,
it was him, Tim Mitchell, and some other students. We would stay like after our release, just to like sit around and chat with him and just soak up his knowledge and just get extra help. He was awesome.
If I don't know Mr. Holman, I wish everybody had a chance to meet somebody as great as Angelo Holman. It was a tragedy that crushed Eastern Wayne High School. When he passed, or when I should say when he was murdered, it crushed Eastern Wayne High School, because that was the first time the band was going to travel to a basketball game, who was on the way to the regionals. And he was killed while we were making our playoff run in the state playoffs. And it crushed Eastern Wayne. So everybody who knows Mr. Holman, even if you weren't in the band, he touched you, and he made you know, hey, I'll tell you mama right now. Because Latrecia
and he walked me. Do you remember he walked me in homecoming? That was the first time he had done that.
Wow.
Like, I knew I was special to him. I knew I was special.
You know I was in the locker room. I didn't see that. I ain't see him. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
But yeah, he was great.
He was they broke the mold with him, honestly. He was so special. He had a rough exterior, but he was the sweetest.
Oh, yeah. And that's why his band was always the best in the area and most of the times in the state, because of he cared for the people, but he was strict. You going to do it this way, but I love you.
But he was so smart.
Yeah.
And
he
he
graduated
was
16 at high school or something like that? Didn't he graduate high school at 16 or something like that? And
yes. And from my understanding, he was a drum major for A&T.
Yeah, because my sister played the what's those cymbals? What's the cymbals? Mm-hmm. Cymbals when you crash the big things like this?
Yes.
And they said that they wanted to perform like the black HBCU colleges. And he was like, okay. So he brought one of them to Eastern Wayne to perform. And my sister said after they performed, they went into the locker room to see what they were doing. And all those guys were, And they were like, "Nah, we don't want to do that. We're fine. We're just gonna keep doing what we're doing." And because that beat you guys used to play was iconic. You know when Easton Wayne's band was coming out there because you was going to
Definitely. And I played the clarinet. So
clarinet.
honestly, and I'm telling you, my first year, I actually attended Norfolk State University. I'm a graduate of Norfolk State University.
Right.
I actually walked on as a clarinet player, just dropping Mr. Holman's name. And I only had to do like one song. Like they just asked me to randomly play something. And I did one song. And they were basically like, you have a position in our band. And I was just like, okay. But I couldn't hang. Because on that level, you're practicing every day.
So so why Norfolk? So,
well, I had an uncle that was actually stationed here in the Navy. And every summer I would spend time with him in Norfolk. So I knew my way around. I was familiar with my surroundings here, and I just loved it. I've always loved Norfolk, Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
Everything about Virginia. I just love it here.
Because a lot of the people in our class went to A&T or Central or those type of things, and then you stepped way out and went to Norfolk State. He's like, were you ready to leave North Carolina and venture out, or you just love Norfolk State?
It wasn't like that. Honestly, and I don't know if you knew this, but my dad actually worked. He was in charge of grounds at Howard University.
Okay.
For over 35 years.
Wow, no, I didn't.
And my dad would actually commute from North Carolina to DC every week. And my mom and I would go pick him up from the train station on Fridays.
And I don't know if I've ever seen you.
So
I'm
sorry about my dad.
Not your parents. No, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. But
come on, little rascal.
After doing that, I had to pretty much think about, like, do I want to stay here in North Carolina, or do I just want to like venture out? I've never been the person that stayed in North Carolina because I felt like Goldsboro, I had to walk and talk. I felt like Goldsboro was too small.
Yeah, now Goldsboro's small.
Yes. And I just always, was partial to Virginia. So I had to leave, Derek. I'm sorry. I just had to.
Oh, I had to put on there that Tim said you was very spoiled. You see that right there?
Not that I was always like very spoiled, but I just felt like after I graduated that Goldsboro was just too small for me. That I was meant to be in a bigger area. Because I wanted so much more for myself. Because I felt like if I stayed in Goldsboro, I was going to either work at Perry or Oberry. Because that's what my grandmother wanted. She was a nurse at Cherry Hospital. And that's what she was grooming me to do. Right. I didn't want to do that.
And yeah, so me and Tim talk about it all the time that a lot of times people get stuck in the borough. It's not that they don't want to leave, but after a certain age, they get stuck, and then they just are okay with where they're at. But I had to go. You're right. I had to go, even though the way we grew up in Goldsboro taught us a lot, because Goldsboro is a small town, but it's faster than people think, and you could get caught up. Like a lot of our classmates have.
And not only that, but I don't know if you did this growing up, but did you crop tobacco?
I didn't have to crop tobacco because my uncle ran the people who crop tobacco. So when I used to go over there, my mom would be like, "Hey, don't let that little ass kid be telling those grown folks what to do." So I tell the dude, hey, go get that, crop that back over there and get on that thing. Wait. I was like, go get on there. And my mom like, man, don't let him be telling those grown folks what to do. So in a way, yes, and also no. But I didn't get dirty because my uncle was the boss. So that's two of the things that helped me. So, but a lot of people couldn't play football because they had to work. They're cropping tobacco, and Coach Wiz would not let them come back and play. I'm like, bro, we need all the help we can get. We got 35 football players because you won't let the real players come back after they cropping back.
Wait a minute now. I just thought about something. Didn't you work at KFC? You worked at KFC or Bojangles?
Nope.
Where did you work?
I didn't. I
always thought that you worked at Bojangles or KFC.
I just got free food from there all the time.
Because me and Tim Mitchell, we worked at Wendy's.
Yeah, no job for me. I'm talking about people spoiled. Shit, no job for me the whole time.
You were spoiled.
My dad said, just play sports and you'll be good. Yeah, no.
But you know what?
No work.
I worked at Wendy's and I really loved working there, but my granddad didn't want me to work. And my grandma definitely didn't want me to work. She actually was the type of old school mentality that women don't pump gas.
Oh.
You know what? You don't work. And she had an issue with me working, but I always wanted to work to make my own money. So the deal with my grandfather was, you work, and I'll match whatever you make.
Man.
So that was always good. I always had money.
Yeah, you had a little red car. I'm like, I already got a car.
Don't talk about the Geo.
Hey, Tim said you got a little echo. Can you turn your volume down a little bit?
Okay. Thank you, Timmy. Is it still bad?
So, is it? Yeah, he'll tell me in a second up on the thing. So now you're at school. You're in college, right?
Right.
You left the borough. Did you come back often or no? I'm gonna say no because
no,
I didn't go anywhere for about 2 years because I was an idiot doing extremely dumb stuff, and yeah, nobody came home except for like on holidays, and I don't think you came home on holidays either.
I'm so bad. I didn't.
It's okay.
I didn't.
You said you had to get away from the small town. You went to the
big city.
And you know
why?
Spit it out.
But you know what? We had a couple of people that actually went to Norfolk State from Goldsboro, like how Cynthia Spells, Eric Reed, I think Sir. Remember Sir Taurus, Sagittarius Hiller? Sir Hiller?
Oh, yeah. Sir Hiller.
Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
He went there, and Eric Waters.
Oh, okay.
You remember him? Okay, so all of those people were at Norfolk State, and they used to always ask me, like, "You going home?" Like we were kind of close, even though we didn't talk a lot. When we would connect, that would be everything. But I just didn't have a desire to go home very much because I don't know. It just wasn't anything to do.
That's true.
At least not for me.
You could get in trouble. You definitely. There's a lot of things to do.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But guess when I started coming home? When someone I know, you started having your cookout.
Oh yeah. For those of you don't know, Memorial Day weekend, we used to have a great time and throw a huge cookout. My sister said that she wanted to feed people. And that's what we did. We fed the masses for about 9 years and had a good time with everybody coming home, having great fun, eating, dancing, laughing, all those good stuff. And Tim told me to tell you that he's watching. I put it on the screen. If he keep talking, I'm going to send him a request in here so he can come on in here.
Yes, okay, so bring Timmy in, please.
I'll have this in the whole. We're at college, right? Let's say you just finished college, you graduated. Then what's next? You stay in the area, or do you go out and view other things? What happens after college?
Listen. While I was in college, I actually started working for Bank of America.
Okay.
And that job was just something to do because I heard through like chitter chatter at school that everybody worked there, and it was kind of like a social thing, but you can make money.
Right.
And I started working there, and long story short, I was making a lot of money, and I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to finish college. And while I was there, I met this guy, and we got married.
Okay. Oh, so I tried to skip too much. Let's back
We
it up.
got married.
Okay.
But listen, I was working. I was so obsessed with working because I was making such great money.
Yeah.
I kept like withdrawing from college. Like I couldn't stay. Like I wasn't focused at all. And also during that
money over
time,
education.
pretty much. And then I lost my grandmother while I was in school too. So that really made me like lose my motivation. And long story short, I was a straight A student in the nursing program, but started failing. I didn't withdraw from my classes. And my aunt, who's always been a nurse, she was like, listen, I'm going to talk to the head of the nursing department because I'm friends with her. And maybe we can get you straight. Yeah. But I messed that opportunity up too. And I was just like, I'm just going to work and forget college. But here's the kicker. When I met well, at the time, he's my boyfriend, turned into my husband. He was like, I can't marry a college dropout.
Oh, that's what he told you?
And he was like, and I need for you to finish what you started. Is this how you're going to be throughout our marriage? You're going to waste money and forgo opportunities? Like he really like I don't know. He just like pressured me to like be my best. And it turned out to be a good thing.
Right.
Because everything that I would do, he would just be like, make sure it's the best. And you give it your all.
That's awesome.
So he always motivated me. And he knew how to kickstart me. So I did graduate.
Okay. And that's crazy because a lot of men wouldn't do that. They wouldn't say, oh, man, I can't do that. You know, they would just either separate themselves without having a conversation and be like, oh, I don't want to tell her that. I'm just going to walk away. But for him to be up front and be like, yo, college dropouts, not for me. I'm going to have to move around.
He was amazing.
Yeah. That's awesome.
He was amazing. And go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead and finish what you but
I was just saying he was amazing. And I had never met anybody like that before. Because at the time that I met him, I had a little dirty mouth. I like to use
just
a lot
when
of
you met him. It wasn't before that. It's just when you it's just when you met him. That's when
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I don't.
Tim,
but
you want to chime in on here?
But I was very. I had a very. My vocabulary included a lot of dirty words, and he was the first person that ever said to me, "You're so beautiful. Why do you have to talk like that?"
Right.
And that was like that just changed a lot for me. So
Man, somebody should tell you that a long time ago because you've been talking
well,
trash
I know a
since
few
the
people
second
that would
grade.
join in with me.
No, you're not me. It's the gospel only came out of this mustache.
What? I know you. Okay.
Only the gospel. Everybody looking, whoever's watching, only the gospel comes out from under this mustache. Just FYI. Anything that anybody else says is not facts.
No, I need you to get Timmy up here because yeah.
Let me see.
I'm so sorry about my dog.
That dog is hilarious.
So I don't know what's wrong with him.
Let me see
He
what
never barks
happens.
this much.
He's trying to get in on the
I think it's because he hears your voice and he's like, what's going on?
trying to get in on this thing to see what happens. So I sent him an invite. Let's just see what happens because he's gonna speak the truth.
You sent it?
Yeah, I sent him one. See if he may be on his motorcycle.
I hope it does.
So your husband was great because I didn't meet him on the phone. I never met him in person, but on the telephone. Did I meet him in person? Oh, yeah. No.
I thought you did at one of the cookouts.
Did he come to one of the cookouts? Yeah, okay, that's right.
He did.
Yeah, he did come to a cookout, and he was amazing. He was an amazing person. So let's go. He tells you you're too beautiful to talk like that. So when does it start getting serious between you two guys? Because you guys are in a relationship. He says, yo, you can't be a quitter. If you quitting on me, if you quitting on this, that means you're going to quit on me. So then tell us what happens next. How does it keep going after that?
Probably 2001. That's when we started getting really serious, and he started asking me, in your 5-year plan, where do you see yourself? And I'm like, what? I'm like, why are you asking me like these deep questions? Like, I'm not even thinking about the next 5 years. I'm living for the right now. And he was just like, you need to tell me, what you're thinking in the next 5 years. Because by that time, we have been dating for maybe 3 years. So he's just like, where's this going?
Yeah,
and I never thought about getting married. But that's where he was going.
Usually it's the man who's not thinking about getting married. And it's the woman that's asking, where do you see in 5 years? So
I was terrified. Yeah, but definitely, it was a blessing. Like I said, I've never met anyone like him.
Yeah.
And for the audience, my husband is deceased now. But at the time, he was my best friend, and his insight and his advice, all of that helped to shape the woman that I became.
Right. And it's crazy because when you called me to ask my sister, he took an opportunity and made it his opportunity. He came in here, but he wanted to really go over here, and he just went, you know what? You think I can get in here? And my sister was like, yeah, you can do whatever you want to do. And he was like, bet.
Your sister.
Like this.
Let me digress for a moment. Your sister and you guys are my family. Always know that. And your sister, at the time, my husband had been working he had worked for Bank of America for 15 years.
Right.
Got laid off, went to Citibank. He worked there for maybe 3 or 4 years and got laid off. So at that time, I was like, you need a job. And he wasn't finding anything.
Right.
I made one phone call to your sister. And I said, Tracy, my husband need a job. And I said, we got bills, we got a house, we got a mortgage, we got car payments. I can't swing it by myself.
Right.
And she said, well, where are you guys at? And I said, Virginia. And she said, okay, she said, the closest I can get you is Elizabeth City, North Carolina.
Right.
And I think that's like 45 minutes away.
Right.
From where we lived at. And she said, I'm going to set up the interview and the rest is up to him. But just her giving him that opportunity and her helping us during that time, it meant so much to me. So I will always.
He took it and ran with it.
Yes, he did. Because guess what? I think when he did his interview, she was going to actually be in Elizabeth City. So she kind of sat in on the interview. She called me later and was like, he blew her away.
Right.
She was
like,
like,
me and she was like, he's great, but I don't think he's right for this job. I think it's something different. Cause she was telling me that because he came in as an assistant, right?
Right.
Came in as an assistant. She's like, but I think he might have talked to her about he wanted to do another part of Walmart. And she was like, yeah, he's bigger than an assistant, but we'll see where he goes. And he went.
Yes, he actually ended up going to Walmart Corp. And your sister was his mentor.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't know that he was continuing to have a relationship. He was building a relationship with Tracy and still talking to her. And he was just like, she's so knowledgeable and she gives such great advice. He was like, that's my mentor. And I'm like, okay. And he was like, I'm going to corporate. And he did it.
Yeah, she tried to help other people also, and sometimes in Goldsboro you got this small. Some people have a small mind mentality in some places where she's offering you an opportunity to make more money than you're making now. That you can't make anymore, whether you're at an old Barry chair and you can't make any more money, and then she's offering you a position that's giving you 8 to 10 more thousand than you're ever going to make. And you still decide no because you already been here 20 years and you can't retire till 30 years. Come on, man. Come on,
I'm telling you. Like when he told me that he was going to interview at Walmart Corp, I was just like, I knew he was great.
Yeah.
I mean, but not because he was my husband, but I was just like, no, he's not going to get it. And then right before he had, because my husband died of a brain aneurysm while he was out there at Walmart. He actually got workforce director for Walmart.com. So that was a very big job that he actually got. And when I told Tracy, she already knew, of course. And she was like, he did it. Like she said, he did it. And she was so happy for him.
Yeah,
and I was
she's
just
pretty
like,
powerful. In the Walmart realm, she's pretty powerful. I mean, even though we went back to she met Sam and Waltons and all that kind of stuff. So if she says she can do something for you, she'll do her best to make sure it happens, or at least give you the opportunity to make it happen.
And she was a blessing.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
So you and your husband are doing your thing, and all of a sudden, you about to have
quadruplets.
A litter. You about to have a litter of.
Did you say a litter? Like I'm a puppy? Really?
Okay. You was about to have a bunch of children. They said in North Carolina, you got a whole bunch of children. So let's talk about that. So you guys are doing your thing. You're working. Then all of a sudden, you having 4 babies.
Well, let me back up.
Back it up.
The week before I found out that I was having 4 babies at one time, I went out and bought a Porsche truck against my husband's advisement.
Just FYI, guys, the
You
reason
know,
why
I'm kind of
she did
strong.
that
I'm
because
kind of
she's been spoiled.
strong-minded, strong-willed, and I just knew
It's called spoiled.
that's what I wanted.
It's called being spoiled.
But listen,
Okay.
so I bought this truck, and as you know, 4 car seats can't fit in the back of a Porsche truck. So I bought the truck, and then a week later, I find out that I'm having 4 babies. So my husband looks at me and says, I told you not to buy the damn truck.
See?
What are we going to do with this truck?
He should be like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep the truck. We're gonna trade my car in. You can get this excursion you're gonna need to haul these children.
No. And I was like, okay, I'm too cool to be driving like a minivan. I actually said that. And I was like, I can't drive a minivan. And he was like, well, you definitely can't drive the truck that you just purchased. So we got to get rid of it. So long story short, we got rid of it. We got like a Suburban.
Because you couldn't drive
I hated it.
You hated a Suburban too?
Yes. We used to call it the Sweet Pickles bus.
Was it color? Was it the color of the Sweet Pickle bus?
No, it was just navy blue and black. I hated it.
Having 4 kids. You didn't want a minivan. You couldn't drive the freaking luxury sports truck you just bought. And you didn't like the Suburban. What did you want? Tell me what you wanted.
My Porsche truck.
Yeah.
And then when I found out I was pregnant, I didn't even want to wear maternity clothes. I was still trying to wear my regular clothes.
So how soon did the 4 babies start to show themselves on your body?
You know what?
You still be trying your regular clothes.
I'm gonna tell you, like immediately. Well, first of all, when I found out that I was having 4, my doctor asked me to come up, and I'm like, come up to the office, and I'm like, why? Like, just tell me, like, over the phone if I'm pregnant or not. And she was like, no, I just need you to come.
Of course,
because she said that my HCG levels like really high. And she said normally when they're that high, you're having multiples. So I was thinking, okay, I'm having twins.
Looky who popped in.
What's up?
You done scared the dog.
My dog is going insane because he's hearing all these different voices.
Right. Yeah, I was on the way home, and that's why I couldn't get on.
Okay.
But I'm home now.
You have a very big echo. Please turn your volume.
You do too. I think it's Derek's problem.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
No way for me to adjust it. It's probably because I'm streaming to all these different platforms.
Yeah, why don't you send everybody to YouTube, Derek?
I can't now. It would end me. It would end me. I should have just went straight to YouTube, but there's people everywhere.
Group hug. I'm so glad to see you guys.
What's happening? How y'all doing?
Tim, did you hear what Lou said?
About what?
She done bought an old sports truck after her husband told her not to buy it. Now she about to have 4 babies and she don't want no minivan.
Yeah. Now, Timmy, you know me. I can't do a minivan. Nothing wrong with it. It's just not my preference.
She want to wear her regular clothes, having 4 babies.
Right.
I did.
Yeah, she had both at one time.
Yeah. So the doctor called you up there and says you're H what?
my HCG levels
Are
were very
high.
high. So
Okay.
that
You go
was a
upstairs.
marker for multiples.
So who passed out first, you or your husband, when she said y'all
My
having 4?
husband, because
Yeah.
when we did go to the office, she was basically trying to show us like the results and how, how she arrived at its 4. And she also said that it's a possibility that the eggs could split and I could have more than 4.
Wow.
And he said, say that again. And she
And you got mad
repeated
at
it
me
a
because
few
I said
times.
litter. You was about to have a litter for real. You talking about don't say that.
But
Oh.
the rest of the discussion was pretty much, we need to decide if you carrying 4 would be the best for you, because I'm short. I was very compact, and she was just saying I probably wouldn't be able to carry them to term.
Okay. For guys that are just coming on here, this has Latrecia Lofton Russell. And Views on Twos has just jumped on here. We have grown up together in Goldsboro, North Carolina. We've been friends since knee-high to a grasshopper. And we were talking about Latrecia's life. And she's just about to have 4 wonderful babies that are completely grown up now. So her husband just passed out once he found out that he's having 4 kids and possibly they could split again and he could have 25. So he hasn't got off the floor yet. So let's go. Let's start what he's doing. Doctor says he could split again, and wow.
Yeah. So the next discussion was selective reduction. If I was gonna, keep just 1 or 2 or whatever the case. But in my mind, I had prayed about being a mother. So I kind of felt like if the Lord didn't want me to have them, He wouldn't have blessed me with them. And I don't need any intervention or selective reduction. I'm gonna just try to carry them to term.
From the doctor was you may have to give
selective reduction.
Oh wow.
That's
yeah.
I don't even know how to
and this was after they let me hear the heartbeats. And she asked me, she asked me, so how many do you want to keep? And I'm like, all of them.
Right. Split again. And
so
how many do
you
want to keep?
Yeah,
so after I said that I wanted, I didn't want selective reduction. She said, okay, so now you have to go to a high risk pregnancy, doctor. So I switched doctors. My first appointment with him, he said, I understand that you don't want selective reduction. So we got to figure out how to keep you healthy. And that was the plan. But me, I'm walking up and down the steps.
Yeah.
I slip and fall. And I black out. My husband tells my doctor. And he's like, I'm going to put you in the hospital. So I was in the hospital.
That fixed it there.
That fixed it? Okay.
Yeah,
that's
wow.
I'm almost positive you got to cuss at somebody who says, which one do you want to keep after you let me hear the heartbeat of all 4? Like,
yeah,
that's terrible. I mean, it may be the proper thing to say, but that's terrible medicine. Let me make that decision. And I guess she gave you an option, but that's terrible.
Yeah.
Really?
Especially after years and years, you've got 4 beautiful kids. And you should tell the doctor to suck it.
Couldn't imagine like selective reduction. Like I don't know, because I have 3 boys and 1 girl. So if I did selective reduction, there's no telling like which one of them wouldn't have been here. And I can't imagine life without them. They add so much to my life. And now that, my husband's not here and they are an extension of him, they look like him. Mostly like me though, but I'm so happy that I have them.
No, they look like both of y'all.
Yeah.
Sorry, they look like
the
both
best
of y'all.
thing is
they look like both of y'all.
Is your daughter you? Because I think you deserve that, your daughter being you.
Timmy, what you think? You think Zaria look like me?
No,
not just look like you. I'm talking about you.
No. Hey,
sitting in the chair. I'm awesome.
There, I took a picture. Lou, I don't know if you remember. I took a picture of her and of Zaria at the same age, and I split them with split pick.
Yeah,
bro, they look identical.
I want the attitude
like
to be the same too. I
don't know about that.
Zaria to be like little Lou, so Lou could feel. Because Lulu was.
But my husband did used to tell me, like every time I would have a disagreement with her, he would be like, "Well, how does it feel talking to yourself? Like you said, you're talking to yourself. Like
that's all I needed to hear right there." Yes.
She's not as loud as I am. She's very quiet, but she does have my personality, and
that's awesome. That's good.
But I love my baby, my mini me.
So they are college bound now, right? They are grown. Are you an empty nester now? Besides that little rascal barking back there?
Yes, but guess what? They are here all the time. I'm like, go to your dorm. 2 of my sons, they're mama's boys, and I'm telling you, they spend 75% of their time at home. Wow. So I told those 2, do not live in the dorm next semester because you're always home and it's a waste of money.
Hey.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So they will not be in the dorm. They will be commuting to school.
At least they're getting good food.
No. They're not even using the meal plan. They're not even using the meal plan. They eat
I ain't talking
here.
about school food. That's what I'm talking about. At least they getting good food.
Yes. And I'm like, I was thinking my grocery bill was going to go down. My electric bill went down like the first month that they were gone, like by $300, like over $300. I almost cried when I saw my electric bill. I was like, oh my gosh. I love this. I love it here.
Right there. She said, "Hey, I don't know if y'all can see when I post
I see it
on there. Your sister said, "Hey, Lou."
Hi, Tracy. Virtual hug.
We were just talking about you a little bit ago. Little rascal Tracy Battle, another little rascal.
We love her.
So, Lou, your kids are grown now. Now you can see the world, right? We were supposed to do this yesterday, but you went to go see. Did Rick James slap you when you went to go see Rick James? Oh, they went to go see a play, Tim, about Rick James.
Oh yeah,
Rick James gonna slap y'all.
It was awesome. You know, Stokely from Mint Condition played Rick James, and he did an awesome job. But that's my life now. I like concerts. So, honey,
Lou being on the streets, man. She be on the streets. Every concert that come through there, I'm like, I don't even got a call. I just look. Yeah, she was at the concert. I just sent her a text. Hey, how was the concert? You already know she was.
I love a good concert, a good play. Get me some food. I'm okay, honey. Okay.
I need to do some more concerts. Like me and Tim, we going to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Anybody who ride motorcycles, Tulsa, Oklahoma for Black Wall Street.
Yep.
Because we get miles.
Excuse me. Wait a minute. Pause. Uh-oh. Why don't y'all ever ride through here in Virginia to come visit me? I don't understand. Timmy?
You far.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You far. You way over there. One day we're gonna.
I just haven't been up in that direction. When I did that 1,000-mile saddle sore the other week. I was gonna come that direction, but I had something else to do the next day. But yeah, you're gonna see me shortly. How about that?
What does that mean?
And
Translate
and
that
and
into a
and
date.
I'm bringing my other helmet. Bring one of
Okay.
Keisha's helmets for you.
Okay. But I want Keisha to come too.
She ain't riding
I
that
want
far.
Keisha to come too.
She got a 6 hour max. She rode to Goldsboro with me. What we did last year, but that's about as far as she can go. She rides to
Okay.
lunch.
Ain't nothing like a good ride. Oh, that's.
Yes.
I mean, I'm talking about motorcycles. Just so y'all know.
Right. Right.
You know
Tracy,
what?
you are.
What's up?
Tim, she tried to bring you on here because she tried to say I was telling false truths, but I was telling nothing but the gospel.
Really? This
About what?
that he never cussed, and because I said I had a kind of a cussing problem, a little dirty mouth. This one says I only listen to gospel music.
Derek can't name not one gospel song.
The only thing that comes out of my mouth is the gospel.
Derek can't name not one gospel song. Talking about the only thing he listens to is gospel.
And then guess what?
I said the only thing I speak is the gospel.
You know what he also
Derek, name
said?
a gospel artist. What?
He also says, I was so shy growing up. Timmy, really? This dude says, I am so shy.
Yeah.
See,
Tim, that's facts right there. That's fact.
Anybody that knows you knows that that is the furthest thing from the truth. You might have been shy when you was in kindergarten, because you didn't know that many words. But by the time you got to first grade, you was all the way out there. Ain't nobody. Believing that.
I'm about to mute Tim.
I know you used to get in trouble in school because of your mouth. I know.
Nah.
Yes, you.
No. I used to get paddled because I didn't want to go home. Y'all saw my video. The teacher gave you the option. Either you can get paddled or I can call your mom and you can get suspended. No, you can paddle me because I don't call my mama and them. I'd rather get the paddle than go home. Tracy said that's not true. See, she told you I'm shy. Look.
See? No, she's saying
she said that's not true. That I'm shy.
She's talking to you there. That's not true. No, she said.
See?
He was only shy
in the beginning.
What?
I said kindergarten. I said kindergarten.
Oh my goodness.
That boy said kindergarten. Oh man, that is hilarious. So Luke, you're living your best life. You're in Virginia still. Your kids are out. You're going to shows and food. What is next? What's next?
I have found love too. I have a love. Oh. His name is Randall.
What's up, Randall?
And
I think I saw Randall pass by. What's up, Randall?
Yeah, he just got off of work. But
that's awesome.
Yeah. That's my honey. So awesome. I'm just still working. I still work for Bank of America.
How many years you got at Bank of America?
Actually, this is my second time around. The first time around, I was there for 13 years. I left for a year and went to Visa, credit card processor, Visa. And I ended up coming back to Bank of America. And I've been here this time around for 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tracy
said Randall needs a he got to get approval.
Your sister is talking to you.
Yeah. Look, me and Derek got a few questions for him as well.
Y'all need to meet Randall. Randall's cool.
I was just
Randall's cool. Yeah.
So you did smart like Steve Newby. So Steve Newby went into banking at a time when banking was, leading the way. And he did that for a long time. So damn, I wish I knew about banking besides trying to rob it. Or
no, I'm actually I'm in mortgage servicing. So I actually create correspondence for all the mortgage customers. So all the letters that our Bank of America customers receive in regards to their home mortgage, I set those letters up.
There, she tell the people they can't
Spanish,
get the house.
Damn.
Spanish and English, and also online banking. If you're able to see like statements and things of that nature via online, that's me. Think of me. So yeah, that's what I do, and I love what I do.
Bank of America got too many fees for me.
Stop it! I have nothing to do with that.
Bank of America,
but it's good.
That's awesome. So
she said it pays her bills.
Yeah, I ain't lying. She doing all right.
Hey,
she doing all right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the iconic Latrecia Lofton Russell, and Views on Twos. Mr. Timothy Mitchell snuck in through the back door so he could verify some.
Had to get on in here
to make sure that
do some fact checking. It had to come in here and do some fact checking.
What? Mostly for Derek, because
I was about to say more so.
I'm telling you.
I mean, you know, some people in the family said that me and Tim wasn't popular, so I'm not sure.
What?
You know, yeah.
Who said that?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, Derek. You know, Latrecia. Don't do that. You know, don't do that. Don't do that, Derek. Look, you don't know who's gonna see this broadcast, sir.
My wife told me to keep it real.
I know what you're talking about.
She told me to ask the questions that need to be asked.
Yeah, that's why I said don't do that.
All right. Oh, Lou, what do you want to tell us?
Guys. You said what else do I want to tell you?
What did you leave out that you? What is your 5-year goal? Let's get back to that. You got 5 years. You are 21 years old right now. That's the age I'm gonna say we are. What's your next 5 years look like?
You know, I'm thinking about going back to school because I have a lot of time on my hands. I do want to earn my doctorate in business management because that's what my master's degree is in global business management. So I'm thinking that I'll probably go back to school. I do want to start my own business, a consulting company. I've taken the steps to start that at the end of last year. I've started kind of planning that out to see exactly what direction that I want to go in, and just be the best mom that I could be to these young adults.
Well, you're a great mom.
They're in college.
All them kids crazy. Your kids, my kids, his kids, all of them crazy.
That's awesome. Going back. If you go back to school, I ain't going.
Timmy, Timmy's youngest son reminds me so much of how you were in school. Yes. Oh my gosh. Like his mannerisms. Not that he does favor you, but when I see him and his mannerisms, it just reminds me of you at that age.
If you put a beard on him, he looks just
I tell
like
you
him.
that all the time. Yes.
If you put a beard on him, he look just because the other day he cut his eye back like this on the video. I was like, oh boy, look at little Timmy right there.
You know, for years I didn't see it. For years I was looking at him like, is that my son?
Boy, are you kidding me?
Oh, just playing.
Yo, he looks exactly like you at when you were that age. Oh my goodness. Like, and when I see him, I just
see
laugh.
It a lot now.
I just laugh because
Latrecia tried to say that I worked. She said you worked at Kentucky Fried Chicken. No, I got free food. Bojangles, free food.
I thought he worked at Bojangles or
he
KFC.
stole a lot. He stole a lot of food from all those places.
I mean, let me get a chicken little.
Derek had one job. He worked at Pizza Hut for like 2 weeks.
No, not Pizza Hut. I worked at Jennings for like 2 weeks.
What was that pizza place that you worked at? A pizza place, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I worked at Pizza Inn for a long time.
3
I
weeks.
delivered pizza while I sold crack. So,
and Timmy, where do we work, Timmy?
Oh, we was running that Wendy's.
Where do we work?
Drive through in the front cashier.
The best job ever. Best job ever.
Didn't Tim
Man,
leave
we
and go
used
to
to have
Taco
some
Bell?
fun.
Or did he work at Taco Bell first?
I left and went to Burger King.
Burger King, that's what it was.
Well, which one was I at first? No, I was at Burger King first, then I went to Wendy's.
Wendy's won't give me no free food to me.
Wendy's was the bomb.
Yeah, we used to have
I don't
good
remember
time
getting
at
no free food from Wendy's. Let me think about this. Hold on now.
Didn't we? Who else
Hell,
worked
y'all ain't
at
getting no free food at
Wendy's?
Wendy's?
Marsha Mayo.
Marshall Mayo.
Man,
Yep. Me, you, Marshall
Yeah,
Mayo.
who else?
y'all want my friends. I ain't giving no free
Did
food from
Chantel
Wendy's.
work
I don't think Chantel did. Lynn. What's his name?
Chantel, if you
Lynn,
listening, did you work at Wendy's, Chantel? If you listening, chime in if you worked at Wendy's.
I can't remember. I could have sworn. I don't know. I don't remember who else worked there, but we used to have fun.
Yeah, it was more Goldsboro.
We
People
really
than
did.
Houston Wayne. Yeah, more Goldsboro students worked there.
Facts.
Because
Which
it was
Wendy's?
it was on their side of town. On Wayne
No,
Memorial.
Wayne Memorial Wendy's. Oh, no
Yeah.
wonder. I won't go on to them because
Yeah.
them Goldsboro folks would do something special to Eastern Wayne people food. Ain't nobody going over there for them to spit on their food and freaking that's what they used to do to people
It
food at
wasn't
McDonald's.
even like that.
No,
Man.
now, you know what? That kind of stuff is that kind of nasty stuff. That was later on. We ain't never seen no mess like that. I've never seen nobody alter nobody's food like that.
Man, them boys said they used to them boys Khalil and them boys said they used to do something special to them boys food when they came over there in Wayne Memorial.
A bun might have fell on the floor, and but other than that,
Soon as somebody would say, look out the window, be like, "Oh, what's up, Derek?" I'd be like, "No, I'm good, bro."
Hey, look, Joshua bought me this shirt.
He bought it off TikTok.
I was like, he showed it to me one day, and I was like, "Boy, it's too funny." Then next thing I know, it was in the mail. So I thought it was cute.
That's awesome.
I'm going back to school. I'm going back to school too, Lou. I've decided. Derek, when does Carson graduate?
You're so smart.
No. Hold on. When did Carson graduate?
In about 4 years.
That's when I'm going back to school. To his graduation.
Ooh, I ain't going either. Hey, I'm proud of you for going back to school. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I'm
School.
old.
I gotta have
School ain't for me, man.
I gotta.
When I finished college, I was like, I am done.
Nah.
At one point, I thought I was gonna be a professional student. I'm like, I got to keep going, or it's not gonna get done. So,
no.
But I think now is a good time for me to go back. Mm-hmm.
So what happened to that?
What else y'all got going on?
What did we do to the red bug? That's what I want to know. What happened? Because people always ask me what happened to Pee Wee. Shit, I don't know. My dad sold it. What happened to the red?
The Geo Metro? My Geo Metro?
Yeah, what happened to the red Geo?
The Geo Metro.
Oh, I traded it in for the red and white Geo Tracker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Let me tell you, when spoiled, she was spoiled.
Man.
Like super spoiled. It was like ridiculous spoiled. But I mean, it's cool. She turned out to be a pretty good kid, so.
She was spoiled, just FYI. I don't know if y'all heard Tim say it, but she was
yeah.
Like, Lou, how many times you wear the same? Never. Some had jewelry on like salt and pepper, hair done like
she was salt and pepper, boy. She had that asymmetrical hairstyle. Yeah. I remember she used to go to Joan like every other day to get her hair done. My sister used to work in the same salon as Joan.
I did.
I remember.
I think Barbara used to do my hair. She did my hair.
Yep. Look, Salt and Pepper came out. Her and Chantel was Salt and Pepper in the talent show. Yeah, I can run it up on the memories. Let me see.
Did y'all remember? I did Janet Jackson in a talent show. I did Pleasure Principal. Y'all don't remember that?
Oh, Pleasure.
What year? Was that high school or junior high?
It was something. Janet Jackson, something. Do you remember that? It was in high school. It was high school, right, Timmy?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember.
Was it? I don't remember, but I remember doing something.
I remember the talent show where
we had good
Michael
times.
Woodard and Brian Ruffin was rapping up there, and we was all dancing. But I don't remember no Pleasure Principal.
Well, there was so much noise on that stage where they was jumping around. So you couldn't hear no music on no risers.
What the hell are we doing?
That was hilarious, man. That was good times, though, man. Yeah, high school. Well, sure, middle school and high school was fun. These kids today, man, they don't understand what fun it was.
Don't call it middle school, man. We went to junior high.
Yeah, junior high.
These cats now go to middle school. You should not send ninth grade to high school, man. Ninth grade is not ready to handle the pressure of high school.
Yeah,
they should be at the junior high.
My battery is gonna die. I gotta.
Latrecia, Derek was telling Casey. Yeah.
What happened?
Tell me what?
Oh,
finish your thought.
Derek was telling KC about the smoking section at school. You remember how bad? You remember that?
Didn't y'all used to hang out there?
No, we didn't smoke. He was just telling her that our school used to have a smoking section.
Yeah.
Out back by the parking lot.
Yeah.
She was like, no. I was like, yeah.
But I thought.
Yeah. See, you look like that was normal. It wasn't normal with everybody.
I thought Derek used to hang out there though.
Oh no, I used to hang on the showcase.
Because you used to walk around and do some of everything at school. You were just
not me. I was shy. I was trying to get to class immediately.
I don't know about you. You was just
you were shy in kindergarten, maybe first grade. By the time you got to junior high, high school, you were not shy.
I didn't get out of my shell till I went to Wayne Community College. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Mess with that old lady.
I'm about to go get my charger for my laptop.
Okay.
Stop him, Timmy, okay? Because I know
if you,
true. I know.
Oh man, that's the truth. That is the truth. That's facts. I don't know what you guys are talking about. That is the gospel. Tim, you rode today, Tim?
Actually, no, man. I started a new show today, so I normally don't ride on the first day because I gotta.
You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm at a new studio, so I had to. There was a lot of stuff I had to go there. I had to go to another lot to pick up my tractor. Then I had to go to another studio to pick up some stuff. So I was like I said, typically like first, second day. I normally don't drive until I figure out what's going on.
I got you. Yeah.
Tim,
views on twos. This boy worked for the movies, boy. That boy be with Snoop and Jamie and anybody that's doing something in Atlanta. That boy may be on the lot.
Yeah, we it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I love my job. So.
Timmy, you gotta share some of that because I love the pictures and stuff that you always post when you're like, I guess on set.
Yeah.
Why are you peeping around the corner?
She plugging her stuff up.
I'm plugging it. Boy, stop it. I'm coming back.
I got my oxtails in on the pit there, Tim.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got them in my my pot.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Have me a beverage. An adult beverage.
In a can?
Yeah.
Probably drinking a White Claw.
Yeah. What you drinking? Let me see. Oh, come on.
Oh, what's that, Stella?
You might well say White Claw, just a different name. Stella Claw.
with a little bit of 1800 on the side.
Can I get a job? Tracy, you give jobs. Don't be talking about can you get a job? You give jobs. Shoot, we
Oh,
know. I know she gave Lenny a job, but or plugged him. But shoot, how many other people we know she plugged? Like
oh
as soon as
man,
they was like,
she
Tracy, I need a job.
plug P.
Tracy like Walmart Jesus.
Yeah,
You like
she
Tracy, I need
plugged
a
me.
job. No, she was Walmart genius. She like it's done. Go get it.
Let me
She like
tell you, but let me
Tony.
tell you guys, I don't think I shared this with either of you, but when Linwood was, he was sick or whatever, and he had to get emergency surgery. This is what Walmart did. They called me and told me that they were sending a private jet to Norfolk, Virginia, for me to take myself to him, and I could take nine family members on that
Wow.
private jet. They basically said, "This our jet is your jet,
I remember
and
that.
you are a part of our
Remember I was there.
family." And I was like amazed at them doing
Yeah,
that. Like
yeah, they
that
did that.
that
They
just
did
meant
that.
so much to
Yeah.
me.
You remember we were talking. We were talking during that time. Because I was working in Virginia. You remember? Because I talked to Lenny when he was in the hospital.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
yeah, yep.
Y'all hear that? Y'all
So,
be talking bad
And I
about
was just,
Walmart.
they treated me
Walmart
so,
do what they do.
I would never, I would never. Now I was a little, a little disheartened, but by probably like a month after, I'm gonna have to tell you that share this with you. I went to Sam's and I was trying to use my card.
Yeah.
They had cut my card off, y'all, because it
oh
Oh,
was
no,
tied to Linwood.
oh
And
no,
I had a meltdown in the store.
oh
Like
wow,
I don't think I had really like boohooed, but they were just
yeah.
like, you have to get your own membership and you're no longer you like a part of his membership. Like we took him out the system. I had a complete meltdown. I was so embarrassed. Like, and I was like, they could have told me that that's what they were gonna do.
Yeah,
man.
those people were probably
That
looking
was
at
the
you
only
like
hiccup to,
it was probably like this is a Sam's membership, lady. What's wrong with you?
they were looking at me like I was crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. And I had to explain to her. I was like, Mom passed away and da, 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 da. And she just grabbed me like the associate that I think her name was Rosa. She just grabbed me and hugged me. She was like, it's gonna be okay. Like, we'll fix it. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
okay.
Wow,
But
Yeah. I
wow.
didn't know
that
that
was
either.
the
That's
only hiccup. They were so good to me, like throughout that whole experience. And they still keep in his team, like, because he had, people that reported to him. Some of his old team still reach out to me and check on me, and I really appreciate that. Like he left
Absolutely.
a lasting impression on a lot of people, and yeah, so
yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. It was a
All
good
right, gang,
guy.
we're at about 1 hour and 13 minutes.
what else? What else can we talk about?
What else?
Since I'm the first female on this show.
The first female. So let's talk about
Right.
men stuff with a woman. Since you are the first female on
Okay.
Manning Up Men.
No, she
Men.
don't fit the mold because I know where you're going.
I
She
have
don't fit the mold.
questions. I have
No, no,
Okay.
no, no, no.
no. I
What,
have
what? No,
questions. I
what,
have
what we,
questions.
what we talk about, you don't fit the mold because you'll buy stuff for your significant other, or you love stuff for your significant other. The two that we got,
But I have questions for you.
What's your question?
I
Okay.
have questions for
Sure.
both of you.
what's up?
Why do men feel the need? And I'm not saying you two, I'm just saying in general. And think about when you were younger. Why do men feel the need to cheat? I always wanted to know that. Everybody don't answer at one time.
I'm thinking. Why do men feel like the need to cheat?
Feel the need to cheat. If you're being fulfilled on the home front, or you have a girlfriend, and
Some,
why?
well,
Why is it not?
even though some are being fulfilled, their fool is not somebody else's fill. If that makes sense. Some people do it not because they need it. It's just because they selfishly want to do it. They see something that
Okay.
it may be different or something that, and they just forget about. And I would say that they make a reckless decision for somebody they love for something for that evening, and a lot of the times won't think anything else about it because it didn't mean anything to them, even though it could destroy what they got. So I had to grow up because when I was younger, shy, I didn't give a damn when I was younger. So I had to grow up and be like, man, this is dumb. Like, or I would just tell the person, hey, this is me and it ain't gonna be nothing else. And that was easier for me than not letting that be known. But then when I met my wife, it changed, which I never thought I'd ever do it again. And she changed it. So, but before then, I was a terrible person. You couldn't stay the night. If it was getting dark, you trying to get comfortable, like, what you doing? Oh, it's getting late. Psh, I don't give a damn. You got to go. They'd be like, damn, yeah. I told you to begin with. It ain't, this ain't how, it ain't what it is.
What?
Months, I ain't never getting married again.
Timmy, why are you looking like that? You disagree, Timmy?
No, I don't disagree. I've been married all our adult lives, so I've had a different paradigm than probably a lot of men. And the reason why I say that is because, like, me and Keisha had a conversation early on about cheating, and she made a valid point. She said cheating is not fair, obviously, but if you think about it, she was like, cheating is not fair. And I was like, I was like, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? And she was like, because if the person that's being cheated on hasn't done anything, you're really doing a disservice, a discredit to them by cheating. And it's just a very unfair type way to live your life, and being on the different being like now being in the different settings that I'm in, like all the time, may it be work, the set or whatever, I see it a lot. And I'm just and I look at, how it's done, and in my mind I'm thinking, that ain't even cool, because I mean the significant other is home or wherever, chill, in most cases, chilling, not doing nothing, or totally unaware of what's going on. But you out here doing your thing just because you can, or just because you can get away with it. And so I just never dabbled in that. Um, Again, I just really feel like that conversation has stuck with me, like, over the years. And it wasn't that, I mean, because obviously, because I've had my own businesses and stuff, and I've all I've always, like, had phone numbers and everything, because, like, new clients and stuff like that. But one thing that Keisha's always said, she said, she don't look for stuff.
Right.
And because if you look for something, you're gonna find it in a lot of
You're
cases,
definitely
or
going to
whatever.
find it.
Yeah, so I've always tried to stay clear of, um I've always tried to stay
Snooping.
clear or having stuff that was out of order, or being out of
Right.
order, for fear that, it's just not fair, especially when you got somebody that's somebody that's for you, somebody that's good. and you do that. So that's really my take. So honestly, I mean, granted, I just gave an answer. I don't think I could, really give a fair assessment of why men cheat because I look at, some of the guys that I know, knowing what they
What's up,
do,
Buff? What's up, Queen?
and I'm just like, that ain't cool.
What'd you say,
They do
Derek?
their
I didn't
thing.
hear what you said.
No, I was talking to some two people came in on the live. I was telling what's up. So another question you should ask is a lot of women think that men cheat down. It's not the fact that they cheat down; they cheat to what's offered, and a lot of time that's down. So women always say, "Oh, when men cheat, they cheat down."
Not all the time, guys. Not all
Right,
the
not all the
time.
time, but 9 times out of 10,
Yeah.
they cheat to what's around them. And if it's bigger and better, or if it's not bigger and better, they just do it because a lot of the times they think they can get away with it, and they think it's just too. From my past experiences, being young, sooner or later everything comes to the light. And when I was younger, I really didn't give a damn if it came to the light or not because I was selfish back then. So if you caught me, great. If you didn't catch me, great. So it took me a while to become a better person and to respect relationships. Because once I got divorced the first time, shit, there was no relationship to be seen. It was a what's up?
I didn't know
I
that.
rode motorcycles, and for 10 years I was just me. I ain't letting nobody get close to me. You couldn't, we may do something, but it wasn't no feelings going to ever come from my end, of course, until I met my wife, and I think she put something in my food. And
I was going to ask you because I never knew that you were married previously. I think I forgot about that. Do you feel like the second time around has been better? And were you apprehensive about the second time around being married?
Well, yeah, I was apprehensive because I said I was never going to do it again.
Okay.
That first marriage was a shotgun with
Yeah, the first one was two young people because a kid was on the way, thought that was the right thing.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
shotgun with
either you do it or pow pow ping ping. Because my mom told me she was like, you don't have to get married. You can just take care of your kids. And I was like, no, that's the right thing to do. She was like, okay, if that's what you want to do, that's the right thing to do. Then we'll all be family. So and that's what I did. And it was tough because you broke in the military and you broke. And being in the military, man, it is a crapshoot because the women is just as treacherous as the men. So being a soldier is like living on the edge because everybody's living day for day because you don't know what may come about by being a soldier. And that's men and women both. They're shotgunning it, drinking, partying, and doing whatever they can because a soldier lives day by day. And that's we drank and we fought. I mean, I probably fought more in the military than I ever did in high school. I mean, we fought a lot. You thinking, damn, you guys are soldiers. Yeah, man, we fought a lot. A lot.
Wow.
In Korea, I bet we fought every weekend for about 6 months. Sending soldiers to the hospital, whooping ass. You ain't no weapons. You just,
why?
get drunk and then they start. Well, most of the time. So when I first got to Korea, right, we were in a MI unit, and the other side of the post, they had like a mechanic unit or a combat arm unit or MP unit. So they used to pick on the MI, thinking they're nerds and stuff like that. So then I come to the MI unit. I am not MI, but I'm attached to MI. So the first weekend we went out, as soon as we got there, dude was talking trash. I said, hey, man, listen, bro, you don't know me. I don't know you. but this shit just ain't gonna roll like that. So the dude I was with pulled me to the side. He was like, hey, man, you're going to be here for a year. You know, you want to make it easy on yourself. I say, man, I'm not letting that grown-ass man talk to me like that. He was like, man, I'm just trying to let you know it's a long year by yourself. Okay. So then, you know, if you ask Tim, he met Pig and he met Cook. I'm not sure if he met Hankins, and all these guys started coming in on the MI side, and we became a family. So there was about 10 of us. And when we came to the club, if you had something to say, we would stand on it. And at any, it didn't matter the number. You could have 20 people, and we got 10. We standing on it. And they was like, man, these guys are out of control. By doing that, it changed the swing of in my unit is now not getting bullied. So the guy was like, oh man, you was right. You guys, they're not pushing you guys around. Yeah, man, you guys running around here scared to death for nothing. So as we started to, it all started, my boy Dallas, I wish he could come on, but Dallas came to me. He's like, hey man, we might have an issue here. I was like, why? He was like, oh man, I'm over here talking to this girl, and this dude came over here and slapped my hand off her leg. I was like, oh, that's strange. So I was like, all right, I'll watch from over here. So I'm watching. Dude comes over again, looks at him. He's probably about 3 or 4 deep, and he slaps Dallas' hand again. So Dallas gets up, come to me. So you see what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I see what you're saying. So I came up to the dude and I said, hey, listen, man, the old days of you guys bullying everybody in this club stops tonight. You got 1 or 2 choices. You can stand here and we can go at it, or you can go get your boys and we can go at it, or you make that decision. So he was like, no, it's good. So as we're leaving the club, he meets me at the door. And I'm like, okay. I said, see, I told you. And before he'd be like, what you gonna do? And we tearing their ass up. And my boy, the dude was like, oh man, thanks for helping me out. I was like, man, we got to stand on this sooner or later. And then every weekend after that, each time they would come with some different dudes. And we dust their ass off. Next weekend, he come with. I'm like, man, where are you finding all these motherfuckers at, man? He come back with some more dudes, and we had a guy named Mac who stuttered, right? And I'm talking about. And Mac always wore steel.
World, Derek.
He always wore steel-toe boots to the club. And Mac on Friday night, he said he stomped this dude. I was like, damn, Max. So when we got to the club Saturday, we thinking it's done. So they come back again. One guy's arm is in a sling. Because I'm confused. I'm like, we whooped you into the hospital. You come to the club, this guy's arm's in a sling. The other dude smiled, and all this was gone. Mac had kicked all this guy's teeth right here out. All this was gone.
Oh, wow.
And he's standing there smiling like this, and all these are missing. I'm like, man. One guy's in a sling. And so the girl comes up to us. And she's like, oh, they're going to get y'all after the club is over. And I'm like, how? This nigga ain't got no teeth. This dude's arms in a sling. Y'all got another group out there. So when we come outside, they had sharpened a metal cane. One dude had sharpened his metal cane. So when I walked outside, you know, if you cut the head off the snake, then you think that you can, you know, once the head of the snake is cut off, then you can take over the group. So as I come outside, dude is talking trash to me. So I hit him with the 2-piece. And then as I hit him with the 2-piece, his friend, you know, you try when you're a kid, you try to hit somebody and run at the same time. You know, you try to hit him with the stick and run. So after I hit his friend with the 2-piece, he tried to hit me with the stick and run. And then he took off running. I was like, oh man, that dude tried to hit me with a stick and he missed. And the girl was like, no, he didn't. And she pointed at my side. It was covered in blood. He had cut me with that pointy stick and ran. And my shirt was covered in blood. Man, don't you know that next weekend we stomped those dudes so bad the MPs came, and my boy Kelly was in the hospital because his hand was probably like this big where he had stomped that dude. And we're in the hospital. I'm waiting on Kelly to finish, and I'm looking at the dude. The dude's lip was like this, hanging. So the MP said, who did this to you? And he looked at me. I said, I don't know who did this. So we fought because
basically you spent years fighting in the military. Yeah. That's all you did. Yeah. on the weekend. Just fight.
That's all I did.
I think all we did.
Hey, this boy got so many stories. And when I tell you, those stories are hilarious.
I saw his face lit up when he started talking about it.
We're in AIT, right? And this dude named Scarcelli was drinking. And he came in and laid down. So we're watching Scarcelli. It was lights out. We're watching Scarcelli. Scarcelli gets up. And so it's an 8-man bay. We're all sleeping in the 8-man bay. And Scarcelli gets up to go to the bathroom and take a right. Scarcelli took a left. So we was like, shit, where he going? So we followed him. So he walked in the room and just started peeing on this black dude, right? He just pulled out his Peter Weed and just started peeing on this guy. And once he got finished peeing on him, he shook his Peter Weed on and grabbed that son bitch ear like he was flushing the toilet. And went back and laid down. Yo, he went back and laid down. The black dude jumped up and ran downstairs to tell the drill sergeant. So we jump in the bed like this and pull the covers up to our eyes. But you know how hard it is not to laugh because the female drill sergeant comes upstairs. They're like, at ease. And she's like, Scarcelli, did you piss on that soldier? And I'm like, Private Vic, you think that's funny? No, drill sergeant, that's not funny. And you can hear it in her voice that she's trying not to laugh as she's fucking scolding Scarcelli. So she smoked us, but he peed on him and flushed that dude's ear. Yeah, I thought the dude, I'm thinking the next day it's gonna be on in the day room. The black dude gonna come downstairs. And you know what Scarcelli did, Lou? He walked up to that black dude and said, I'm gonna get drunk again tonight and come piss on you again. I said, oh my God. He didn't even the dude said he's gonna come pee on him again, and he didn't even.
I tell you, his stories are hilarious, man.
Lou, he peed on him here, Lou.
Okay.
But yeah, cheating is like Tim said, it's not fair for the person who's being cheated on, and it is some guys just don't give a damn.
Yeah, a lot of guys don't care.
Yeah, guys, if they get caught, they just they
do it because they can, and it's like, I mean, I see guys that do it at will with no problem, like it's almost like a game or a sport. And I'm looking at these guys like, and some of these guys are of position, and I'm just looking at these guys like,
and they think it's cool to everybody.
Yeah, and I'm like, really, which. They wanna be up here, but in my mind, they just knocked you down some notches because that's an integrity thing, if you ask me. And if your integrity level is low, I don't like people that don't have integrity. And I just would rather not deal with you. And some of these guys, it's just like, really, bro.
Yeah, and me and Tim was in a situation to where we both were in motorcycle clubs, which it runs rampant.
Yeah,
and the respect that people have for you when you respect your significant other in this motorcycle club enough not to do anything at any time, no matter where you at, your weight holds different in the club because it's like, damn, this guy is loyal because he could be doing anything he want to like everybody else, but he stands on, he didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
And it gets back to your significant other because they like, man, I wish my so-and-so act like Derek because when he's out of town, he keeps you with the highest respect. He don't do anything out of the way, which is what you're supposed to do. And I had to learn that. If I'd have been 20-year-old Derek, I'd have been cutting people's throats and freaking.
I've had a couple of females tell me, I see you, keep doing what you're doing. People, then I've had one tell me, I see people, I see what you do, how you keep Juice in front, Juice, my wife. I see how you keep it. I see how you keep her in front. She's like, these folks, she's using another word, she said, these folks they ain't gonna never give you your credit, or they're not gonna say anything. She said, but they watch. Yeah. She said, I see you. She said, keep doing what you're doing. And this was somebody that's like pretty known on the set, herself, or on the motorcycle set herself. But I've had a couple people comment like that, excuse me, the way that I carry myself. They might not say anything, but they know who they could bring the mess to. Like me, which is crazy. I get look, and Keisha say I'm naive, and Lou gonna say I'm naive too. You know, I get looked, but nobody never approached me because they know what I'm about. You
Right.
know, they know that Juice is always in front or whatever. Or you know, they
Right.
might say a little something or whatever, but if I don't take the bait, they just keep it moving. You know, so I don't really. You know, it's so funny. You know, I talked to Juice. I said, "Dang man, you be blocking, man. Like nobody want to be in my DMs." You know, I be joking or whatever, but it's because she's always out front. I always keep her out front. People know where my mindset is or whatever, whether it's a facade or not. If
Right.
it's if they think if they think it's a facade, then I'm doing a good job. Because I might be held behind closed doors, with other people, whatever. But as far as everybody knows, this you two know what I am, and that
Yeah.
They also
yeah.
know that my wife will shoot them in the ass because she almost shot the number 2 in the motorcycle club. She was counting the money and they bust in there. She pulled his pistol. He was like, "Oh, don't shoot me." So they know that at that time she'll shoot him in the ass. So
Right.
Mm-mm.
yep.
Yeah, man.
What else you got, Lou? Hard ass questions. Shit.
Right. She slowed the whole game there, but me and you was like,
Uh,
I
guys,
was
some guys
sweating a
cheat.
little bit. Had to turn up the heat a
Look,
little bit.
Some guys
you
cheat
did.
because they're dumb
What you
Yeah.
say?
and they ain't got nothing to lose except
Yeah.
for they
Yeah.
feel like they ain't got nothing to lose
Right.
or they could do better or whatever. But have a conversation. If you ain't happy, have the conversation. Be like, listen.
Yeah. Yeah. You just gotta have a conversation if you ain't happy.
What else you got, Lou?
Okay.
Fucking hard ass questions. Shit.
What else we need to talk about?
Why?
That wasn't a hard
come
question.
women,
Y'all did
how come
good.
women? How come women are so good at it?
Don't speak so fast.
How come? How come the only way you can know if your significant other is cheating on you if it's a woman if she tell you, because you damn sure ain't gonna find out on your own. How come they're so good at it?
So let me ask you a question. I have to get clarity on this. So would this be an affair of the heart where it's just emotions involved and you just need a friend to talk to, or is there also a sexual relationship?
Well, I'll
Because
tell you one thing.
those two
Man, we ain't
things.
talking about work husband, man.
Yeah,
We ain't
we
talking about work
look,
husband.
one thing about, and this is could be things that guys. The reason why a lot of times men cannot get past their woman cheating on them because it's more.
Emotions.
So when a guy cheats, when a guy cheats, it's usually just physical. He don't give a damn about the other person. He was just something he did. But usually a woman who cheats on her significant other gave something else to this person besides sex. It meant something to her for her to step out of that realm.
Yes.
And that's why a lot of men are like, man,
that's true.
I can't get past it because it's not
That's
just
very true.
sex, it's emotional. She had to be emotionally attached unless you just a fucking
now there's some women that feel like they can cheat without emotional attachments, but I don't believe in that. I feel like there are emotions involved, and once we give our hearts, you pretty much are making a choice to disconnect from your partner. And if you're pursuing more with the person that you're stepping out with, and you're giving them you're emotionally attached, you're giving your body, yeah. So like I said, it is I know a few people that say, oh, I can women that they can cheat and not be emotionally attached. It's just sex. I don't believe that. I always feel like if you're giving someone your body, you're emotionally attached. But
I mean, there's some hoes out there now.
Absolutely.
Don't get it wrong. There's some hoes out there now.
Yeah, they are some hoes.
I mean, there's some hoes out there to be like, here you go, Tony. Here you go, Stefan. Same night. You be like, damn. You gave both of them it? So how come y'all didn't never give me no free Wendy's, man? I don't like this shit, man. Why didn't I get no free Wendy's? I don't remember Tim. I remember Lou working at Wendy's. I don't remember Tim working at Wendy's.
What?
Yeah.
I worked at Wendy's.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I don't know what.
Well, first of all, I wasn't gonna give away food like that because you know our manager was my cousin, Torlita Barnes.
Yeah,
you knew that, Toledo. Right, Timmy? You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
yep.
I wasn't gonna do that.
That's the only place. Now,
and actually, Tim, after I graduated from high school, I actually worked at Wendy's, like in college. I did that for like a year.
I worked at Wendy's when I was in college.
Job from for real.
Don't let Tim fool you. That guy got a lot of free food too. Don't let him try to put it on me. He made a lot of Hardee's and Bojangles and Kentucky Fried Chicken runs himself.
I think we all did that.
You know, Barbara Vick said, "You tell you this is my mama. My mama."
Hey,
Derek, I could have sworn you worked at Bojangles.
No, my mama she got a family meal, and the girls in there gave her like a whole bunch of chicken. Just kept giving her food. My mama said, "You tell them hoes." No, she probably didn't say hoes. She probably said, "You tell them." What's a good word she would have told? You tell them.
I don't believe your mama
little
said
girls.
that.
Yeah, you tell them little girls. I don't want your free food now. She did not want your free food.
Hey, my mom said the same thing. My mom used to send me like Kentucky Fried Chicken. She's like, "Now, Timmy, tell them girls don't be putting a bunch of extra chicken in their box." Because I don't want the girls to get in trouble, man. Oh my God.
Yo.
Oh, it was free food for days, man.
My mama did not like that free food stuff. She's like,
we used to have the best time at Wendy's. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
I can't
Timmy,
tell.
I get you the job at Wendy's. I think I told you to come up there and get the job at Wendy's.
You probably did, but Talita and my brother Billy was classmates too, so I was cool with her too, so that probably helped.
Oh.
Yeah.
So why y'all work at the one all the way over there? Why not the one on
Cause that's the one Toledo worked at.
Oh.
I just told you why. Yeah, my cousin was the district manager or whatever, general manager. I don't know what Toledo was doing, but
so in other words,
she
you
was
were
doing
spoiled there
big
too.
things at the time.
Oh yeah.
And
so you were spoiled there too. That's why you went to work there. Cause you were spoiled there too. Golly.
Oh my goodness, guys!
Hey, I got a funny story. I got a funny story about Latrecia. 5th grade.
Here we go.
5th grade, Miss Roberts' class. We were outside. We was outside playing kickball, and Latrecia had an outfit that she wasn't supposed to have on, and she went to kick that ball, bro. And it was like what's it, Peppermint Patty used to pull that football. She went to kick that ball, boy. She slipped and fell in that mud. And she got up. She was like, "Ah!" Yo, her whole outfit was messed up, boy. She was. I think she had to call somebody, but she was sick, man, about that outfit.
Yeah.
Because when you weren't supposed to wear it or something like that.
She told me not to wear it. It was pink and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, she told me not to wear it. And I wore it anyway.
Boy, she slipped in that mud, boy.
I was so mad. And everybody was
matter of fact, you remember
look at this pattern. Her grandma told her not to wear it. She wore it. Her husband told her not to buy that sports car. She bought it. Yeah. See what I'm talking about? I put balloons on myself.
What? You're getting on my nerves. Okay.
Look, Tracy said, look, Torletta was my homegirl, graduated with me. I done missed a whole bunch of men she put on here. I need to do better. I need to do better.
Yes,
you gotta watch your screens. So. Yep.
I got too many up.
Yuri Barnes' aunt. Torlita is Yuri's aunt.
Mm-hmm. It was like his sister. Hey, yo, I met when you were DJing my party, that weekend I met his sister and his dad and his stepmom at the hotel.
That's the one that was giving
Oh,
us updates on the way
wow.
home.
Yeah. It was cool because like when they pulled up, she's like, "Are you Tim?" I was like, "Yeah." She said, "My brother's Yuri," and I was like, "For real? Hey man, your sister."
Yeah, I think we have this.
Your sister fine. Yeah, I told her too. I said, "Hey man, I see your fine sister at the hotel."
Your Papa said, "Man, stop playing, man."
Yeah,
Like,
but his dad, that was his dad. That was the first time I ever met his dad, and he was like, I said, "Yeah, you took my friend." He said, "Yeah, I had to bring him up here when he got to high school or whatever. I had to
man, he
bring
didn't
him
have
up
to. Hey,
because he went to Virginia."
look, we done got rid of Scoot. We was about to make a run, boy. If he just got the hell on just a little bit longer, boy, Scoot was gone, Coach Steven was gone, boy, we was running then.
Yeah.
But I understand because
Ooh, that's a name I haven't heard in ages.
who's Scoot? Hey.
Coach Steven.
Coach Stevens.
Oh, Coach Stevens. Oh, I thought you were talking about Scooter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Coach Stevens.
Oh, yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the iconic Latrecia Lofton Russell. She has told us her life story. She has 4 beautiful kids. She has had a great life from Goldsboro, North Carolina to the Virginias. She's been to college. She worked for the Bank of America, stealing my money. And she's lovely at, I'm not going to tell you her age. We got my boy Views on Twos, Tim Mitchell.
Tell it.
I am Mr. Vicious, Mr. High-End Cigars, Mr. Manning Up Men Building Men. Oh, Vicious is my ride name back in the day when I was in my shy days.
Oh, okay.
When somebody's shy, you name them Vicious on the motorcycle set.
Timmy, make him stop, please.
They were scared of him too. There is a what you call it,
I'm a chameleon.
no, a what do you call when somebody a reformed thug?
Pretender.
Yeah, reformed thug.
Yeah, pretty much.
Reformed thug.
Troublemaker.
Yeah, that's my boy though.
Loud.
That's my boy. That's my boy since 9th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not shy.
Yep. Guys, I gotta get off here, man.
I remember you and Dennis Coleman.
Yeah, Dennis. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Manning Up Men Building Men, the first woman on the podcast. We've got Latrecia. We've got Views on Twos. Like, comment, subscribe. Views on Twos is gonna show you great motorcycle riding. He's gonna take you all over the world. Gonna take you all over the planet. We're gonna go to the moon next year. Latrecia, we're gonna keep you posted. We're gonna keep her in our prayers.
Absolutely, her and her kids.
We're gonna make sure
the
we bring her on again. And next time I'm gonna bring maybe the class of 91 on here. I think I can get up to like 15 people on here, and then we just let people pop in and pop out.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Shout out to my sister Tracy Battle,
It's gonna be lit.
Who's somehow the big sister in this family because she always take care of all of us.
And, all of us.
Yeah.
Well, all of us.
Shout out to my wife to give me the free time to talk to people.
Love you, Tracy.
Love you.
Shout out to my wife who gives me the opportunity to waste time on here and not be with her because she's probably happy that she's able to do stuff without me fucking asking stupid questions like, hey, what you know? This is the funny thing my wife hates. I would ask her a question, and before she can answer, I'll be like, you don't know nothing about that. I said, you ain't watch number reruns. She'd be like, dude, why you ask me that question? I'm like, I don't know, baby. I'm just doing
I love KC.
So we are going to end this up here. Remember, Manning Up Men Building Men. Like, comment, subscribe. Views on Twos. Like, comment, subscribe. Latrecia, we love you.
We love you, Lou.
Tim, we love you.
Love you.
Love you too, bro.
Y'all have a great Thursday. I'm going to get ready for work. I'm going to go cook me some food, and y'all be easy.
Peace.
See you. That was awesome. I ain't even done yet, but it's awesome. Hey, I'm in there with it. Then